And the Philippines plans to launch a micro-satellite that will be used not only for weather monitoring but for other purposes as well. The details from Jonathan Llanes.
Seeking to boost the country's weather detection technology aside from other uses, the Science and Technology Department is set to launch the development of the Philippines Earth Observation Microsatellite, or codenamed Diwata, in the next 2 years. In the observance of the National Disaster Consciousness Month in Baguio City, DOST Cordillera Director Julius Cesar seeks for the country to have its own weather satellite for government to be guided accordingly in terms of preparations. This aside from the establishment of appropriate receiving stations in the country that will cost around 600 million pesos.
Initially, what DOST would do, of course, is to establish yung receiving station. No? Kasi we need a receiving station to interpret the data coming from the satellite. Ito yung initial na gagawin ng DOST. Then pag na-establish yung receiving station, we would look into the development ng microsatellite that we could launch. This is a very big and ambitious project, and we believe there's no better time to start it than now.
Aside from weather monitoring, the microsatellite is set to gather information on the country's forest cover, agricultural growth patterns, the much porous territorial borders, and even timely data from water rain gauges set up in the Cordillera region and parts of Cervantes in Ilocos Sur province.
In essence kasi, what we are trying to establish is yung sufficient data that would assist our weather forecasters para makita saan ba papunta yung tubig. So we don't mind having it at the boundaries for as long as it would provide reliable and timely information that could save lives not only of the people of the Cordilleras but also of the other surrounding regions.
Meanwhile, Civil Defense Cordillera Director Alexander Uy pointed out the need for local government units to expand its programs on disaster preparedness to combat the possible effects of disasters and calamities, particularly during these months of the rainy season.
Ang focus lagi natin pagdating sa disaster risk reduction, ito yung capacity building. Capacity building ng bawat komunidad. Kasama dyan siyempre yung local government units. Capacity building dahil ito lang ang aspeto sa disaster risk reduction na makakapag-reduce ng risk index natin o yung panganib ng Cordillera. Dahil sabi ng mga very prone tayo saan? Sa landslide, sa flash flooding and sa earthquake.
From the city of Baguio for the People's Television, Jonathan Llanes.